Hey, hello. Oh my god, Shrimp, thank you so much for the raid. Hold on one sec. This is gonna be gross. This is gonna be gross. Hello! Alright, so, I haven't showered. I'm extra gnarly today. I don't feel good. I'm having a bad... We had a good weekend, but we also had a bad weekend. Shout out, yeah, everybody shout out to the shrimps. Everybody, yeah, wait, how do I do this? Shout out. What is Shrimp's name? Shrimp. Did I do this right? I fucking did it. Okay, I can't. Wait, why can't you? Your name is... Okay. Hi. Hello, everybody. I've been in like a mood of sorts, and I need to just like rip the band-aid off and be a public human being again. Because I know that what's gonna happen is I'm gonna wanna like curl up in a little ball in a little cave and not talk to anyone for like 3 months. Unless I just like do it. And I'm gonna do it. That's what we're doing today. all my notes are all over the place. The mood? Yeah. Sometimes. So like one of the things that I've realized about this is just me, and I know that like some of y'all really should listen to your bodies, because you know how like all of the therapists across the land will tell you, all of the self-help or like therapist people, if you talk to them, they'll be like, yeah, listen to your body. Oh, hello. Hold on. They'll be like, yeah, listen to your body. You really want to like pay attention to what your body's telling you. You really want to just like give yourself that time to curl up and like be depraved for a little bit. And while I like respectfully agree with that, I think like there are people out there that should listen to their bodies. Mine is, I need to like actively fight it. I need to actively like beat the shit out of my body on the regular, because I'm not gonna be home for PvP tomorrow. No! I still haven't even started my PvP build, to be honest. If I did that, I'd never do anything. 100%! See, the problem is I feel like that all the time, and I know that that's not healthy. 100%. If I listened to my body, I would gain 100 kilograms. Yes! Like, fully. Wait, there's PvP tomorrow? Yes! I didn't prepare a PvP build. It was fun getting to talk a little on Twitter. I'm still excited to see this Raya Lucaria style area on Shadow of the Erdtree, even if I was wrong. Luds, it is totally okay, because I definitely think, so like, the architecture itself, we're talking about the Eternal, sorry, I'm like, this is a side tangent. We're talking about the Eternal Cities and Raya Lucaria. They both pull architecture from, like, roughly the same time period. So you're not wrong, but, like, there's really distinct differences, between the two. Like, I think that they made an effort. Windows was one of them, and we were like joking about that. But yeah, my soul level 125 dex and build is ready. God damn it. Everybody's just gonna come and beat the shit out of me live on stream. Can I do what Germa did and just like host the fight club and do like a fashion show? Can we do that? But yeah, we're all on PS5. What's the PvP stuff we're talking about? Is it an event? I think on Tuesdays, we're gonna do a PvP fight club, but I'm like not a PvP person. I don't have a PvP build yet. It's gonna be fucked. So what is gonna happen is everybody's gonna like, you know the fucking training montage in Mulan? The make a man out of you? That's gonna be all day tomorrow. What time is the PvP thing? I think I'm gonna do it like the normal streaming time, where we start streaming around like 10 or 11 a.m. PST. And then I'm like kind of, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Oh great, I could get absolutely demolished by people in the same community as me instead of strangers. How comforting. Yeah, like I know that, oh yeah, somebody's asking, is 200 level okay for the DLC? Are you on New Game Plus or regular game? That is like pretty overkill. I think minimum is like 120 or like 100. Girl, I was gonna throw a gold dung at you and drop you plus 10 shit like a fucking servant, LMAO. No, I don't. Yeah, the DLC is just the minimum threshold that you need to be able to defeat Moog. 135 is max. Yeah, it's not, don't worry about it. Have you seen that the Drake Talisman has the Elden Ring map thing that is floating around the Elden Ring lore subreddit? Yeah, I think I talked about it in one of my videos before. The Elden Ring map keeps me up at night, I think is the one where I talk about how the shape of the dragon crest. You don't have to restart the god, you can just like do it. But yeah. I feel bad for the people that won't be able to help themselves from the spoils this week. So unfortunately that's gonna be me. For those of you that like know me, oh yeah, we're doing the we're doing this catacomb. I had no idea where we were. So for those of you that know me, you know that I like to go into DLCs and like Soulsborne content completely blind. It's my preference, but I actually am going to be on a podcast, and unfortunately right now, because I'm between jobs, I'm like a slave for the content, so I don't know. Should I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to cancel on this person. I don't want to be like, actually, never mind. Maybe what I could do is I could ask if we could cover something else. I don't know. I'm still torn, and I feel like I'm kind of deciding last minute on shit, and I feel kind of, unfortunately, I feel really kind of flaky or like wishy-washy right now. Don't cancel. We can wait, babes. I just like, well, no, like, I would need to, I would need to, what I'm trying to say though is I would need to watch the preview content in order for me to like talk on this podcast about shit. It's a whole thing. I also can't see. I don't have my torch. Okay. There he is. Beautiful baby. All right. I feel also, shout out, hello new people, for those of you that have like been following me very briefly. I've been noticing that I'm getting like a lot of questions on video content that I've already like covered 2 years ago, like when the game first came out. Wait, where is my torch? Oh, there we go. And I want to give like a little shout out to those people. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you so much. If you have any like particular questions, I will probably like direct you to a video of mine. I get a lot of people asking me like if I feel that Malenia is the Glowmite Queen, or like how I feel about the Drake Talisman in the map, and like how I feel about the Greater Will, and like whether or not I feel like Marika is the Greater Will or whatever. Like I get a lot of people asking questions, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Nightbot for each individual like video of mine, so that way I can just reply with a command and people can take a break from the stream and check out the video. So like this isn't me trying to be shady or like trying to be like, watch my videos, I'm not going to talk to you. Like that's not like the attitude that I'm trying to have, but I just want to like let people know that it has been thought about, it's been discussed in the community, and I just don't want to like I don't want to tire my long-standing viewers with the same conversation points that I've talked about like again and again. It's like we actually have jokes at this point in our community, like called trap cards, about certain topics that get brought up a lot, and that I will like go on long-winded rambles about. Specifically, like Carl Jung is one of them. I would say Radagon is one of them. Like asking me if Radagon is Marika. Oop. Or rather like asking if Radagon was like his own person before he like joined with Marika. Asking who the Glowmite Queen is. We get a lot. We get a lot of folks in here just asking about that stuff, and it's not a, I like am super thankful that, hold on. I'm super thankful that like I'm blessed with such like an active and like awesome community. But yeah, I just want to give them a break, give the long-standing viewers a break from my fucking long-winded bullshit sometimes. I feel bad. Like literally, I'm sure Bree and Books and like a couple other folks in the chat are sick of it. Carl Jung gets brought up a lot. Yes. Yes. It's like insane. Does anyone have a link to the video about talking about Radagon before Marika? I got a friend I want to spam with that so they stop asking me. So that one, Brian, that one is actually like one that I haven't covered in a video, because I feel like that is one of the things in this game that's like fully not supported by anything. Does that make sense? Like, for example, with the Malenia Glowmite Queen one, there's some evidence like pointing to like, oh yeah, Malenia has like a glowm eye and she talks about dust and death. But like, I don't want to, like Radagon has like fucking nothing. We have nothing on the man. We know nothing about the man. Are you going to watch the previews tomorrow? Yes, I have to. Are you going to talk about the Salvador Dali painting? I definitely would recommend or like suggest y'all check out Zeostorm for that one. Zeostorm already talked about it in length. And I know like Salvador Dali and Freud and Jung have been referenced by FromSoft in other titles. But I always want to amplify other creators that have talked about it prior to me. So Radagon's existence feels artificial. Radagon likes embroidery. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry I don't have more information on Radagon. It's very... So some things that we do know is that the Asimi questline and the title of, like, Sovereign Eternal, like, the cut content, and, like, the fact that Queen Marika is associated with the Eternal Cities, and the fact that Queen Marika is, like, familiar with mimicry, and the fact that she's, like, affiliated with illusion magic, like, there's definitely a piece of that that feels like it's mimic tier shenanigans. But at the same time, because Asimi is cut content, and because a lot of that information is not in the base game, I feel hesitant. Like, I love diving into cut content. I love, like... I love bringing up all that stuff, but I absolutely, like... Well, I always, like, kind of approach it... I kind of approach it, like, very carefully. Like, the same Trina stuff, I feel like, for the most part, that cut content is still... Like, there's remnants of it in the game, so I feel comfortable referencing it. But there was, like, some cut content in Bloodborne that were, like, early iterations of, like, Ludwig or, like, Lawrence, and their final end product ended up being way different and way more extravagant in the end, which I prefer, which I like. Because there was, like, this cut content of, like, a wolf man with, like, a shield and a sword in Bloodborne's, like, data, and I believe Lawrence was, like, affiliated with that character, but then Lawrence is like, looks more like the cleric beast, but on fire. So they went with, like, a totally different iteration of him. Also, if people are asking questions and I can't keep up, for those of you that are unfamiliar, I'm, like, dual streaming right now, so I have both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat at the same time. So if I can't keep up with chat, or if you guys feel like I'm skipping over questions, I'm so sorry. We have, like, in total almost 500 people here, so it just makes it a little bit difficult to keep up with everything. But thank you so much for being patient. Holy shit. Do you think Godwyn will be in the DLC? I think he will. So I have, like, a whole, like, initial DLC breakdown video where I talked about how I felt that, like, the big shadow tree may have potentially been Deathroot. I think I'm wrong about that. I don't think that the shadow tree, or, like, the second tree that's kind of wrapping up the other tree, I don't think that that's... Sorry, hold on. I need to backtrack because I realize I'm going in circles and going the wrong way. I need to go back into the catacombs. I don't think that it's Deathroot anymore, but I do think that Deathroot is, like, somewhat present. But I think that the fact that we have to defeat Radahn... So you guys know how, like, we have to defeat both Moog and Radahn to get into the DLC. The fact that we have to defeat Radahn makes me think... And also, shout out Glowmite Queen on Twitter pointed out that the release calendar... I want to actually pull this up for those of you that, like, haven't seen it. Because I feel like some of y'all aren't as, like, clocked into Twitter or social media as I have to be, unfortunately. So some people may have missed this, but I want to post this. I want to show you guys this. Wait, what? Did I get, like, blocked on Twitter? Is my Twitter finally taken down? No. So I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. We're having issues. We're having technical difficulties. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, so a lot of people aren't on, like, Twitter or X or fucking whatever it's called. Let me pull this up. So, Glowmite Queen or Mana Celeste on Twitter give them a follow. They're really awesome and they do lore stuff too. But reposted the official Bamco US countdown. And it's really cool because on the countdown, it obviously, like, shout out Pride Month, shout out Juneteenth. It's really awesome that their team is acknowledging significant holidays on like a video game countdown calendar, which is like very random, but really awesome. The fact that the Elden Ring DLC falls on like a full moon is like crazy. That is crazy. That's insane. Also, hey, Frozen. Yeah, Elon better count his days. So, no, look, I'm on TV. But yeah, that was intentional. I think, yeah, probably planned, honestly. I think given the fact that, like, so we have a story point in this game where Miquella is the person that is working with the Castle Soul Knights to bring about the eclipse. And there is an NPC at the Castle Soul, like at the end of the stage after you defeat the boss. If you talk to Castle Soul, what the fuck am I saying? If you talk to the Castle Soul ghost NPC, he talks about how the eclipse was supposed to happen, but it didn't. The Castle Whore. Something happened. Castle Hole is an entirely different place. Castle's Hole sounds like a cool band name. So, like, yeah, DLC drops during this summer solstice. Nice. It's weird to me that there's, like, moon-associated shit regarding Miquella's questline and the eclipse happening. Eclipse-themed stuff regarding Godwyn and regarding Godwyn being a soulless demigod and, like, the half-centipede marks creating the eclipse in, like, Fia's rune. There's a lot going on there. And I still feel very strongly that we might see that stuff. If it isn't touched on, I will not be disappointed because I feel like we're getting so much we're getting so much content that's okay. It would suck if we never got any closure on Godwyn and Godwyn's corpse and Miquella's whole thing because Godwyn's body is like perpetually growing and it hasn't stopped and it won't stop. And no matter what ending you pick, it will not stop. And so I think that's like, I think the only ending that actually makes sense or like acknowledges Godwyn's like perpetually growing corpse is Fia's ending, which just like incorporates those who live in death into like the natural cycle of things. But no other ending. Oh my god, thank you so much, Desolate, for the subs. No other ending like acknowledges them. Which is like, what? That's crazy. We don't know why the eclipse never happened, right? Maybe Radahn. Yeah, so like, there's a lot of evidence that kind of points that Radahn may have been involved in it. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Relic of Trismegistus, yes. So also, I totally forgot how this dungeon works. I know it's confusing, so just give me a moment. I'm going to be rolling into walls and like smacking things. This is, for those of you that don't know where we are, we're in the catacombs beneath the sewers that are like super disorienting and like kind of repeat in on themselves or just like are weird. Thanks for all the subscriptions, you guys. You guys are the best. Oh, here we go. Duh, I'm really smart. I'm so smart. Yeah, Frenzied Flame would burn away Godwyn. That would also be an ending that acknowledges him, I suppose. Oh, fuck. Okay. We got worms, babes. What was I talking about though? Okay, wait, so reasons why we think that Radahn might be associated with why the eclipse never happened, or like evidence for it. It's clear that at some point Malenia leaves the Halig tree to go fight Radahn, and like she marches on him. The only thing that's explicitly said in the story trailer about like why she fought him is just that like when the Elden Ring was shattered, a lot of the kids were like fighting against each other. And then that's kind of like what it's left at, is that like you have all these different people that would inherit or could potentially inherit the next era, and that they're all like at war and the Shattering Wars are happening. But like what's bizarre about Radahn and Malenia's situation is that Radahn is like a Golden Order fanboy. He loves Godfrey a lot. But he also was trained by the Alabaster Lords to like understand Celestial. He has a lot of the Carrion royal family knowledge about like the stars and the cosmos, and he was trained by the Alabaster Lords to like do gravitational magic. And when we first encountered him in the vanilla game, like in the base game, I thought that he was holding the stars in place to potentially prevent more falling star beasts from coming down to the lands between, because it kind of seems like, you know, Estelle taking the Eternal City stars away and like, or like being associated with that potentially, like, it kind of just seems like he may have been doing something to protect folks in the lands between. But it might be, given like that weird dialogue at Castle Sol, that it is associated with the eclipse, and that would then give Malenia reason or pause to then like march on him to like prevent the stasis from continuing to happen. So like killing Radahn, it puts the stars and the cosmos back in motion, so then the eclipse could happen, which is pretty cool. I like that as a story plot point. Okay, wait, I got my sister hooked on Elden Ring lore by showing her the story trailer and then yapping. She's not a FromSoft fan either, but we're both witnesses and shouting about theories like, yeah. My roommate is like, or like, we don't live together anymore, but my roommate Delia, for those of you that are long-term fans of the channel, y'all know Delia. Yeah, me and Delia both have like, so Delia's really into, like, she's like a doll hobbyist. So like painting and refurbishing like dolls and stuff like that. And she always gives me the rundown on like doll community drama. And then whenever we hang out, I give her the rundown on like what's happening in Elden Ring lore stuff. So we do like a proper give and trade of like our special interests. It's really good. I'm really thankful. I hope Delia as well. Yeah, she's cooking. She's doing a lot. Malenia fighting him is a big hint that it has to do with Miquella, 100%. Because even though, like, Malenia is a really interesting character, like, Malenia fully is, like, transcending to godhood, and, like, you know, she could be an Empyrean, like, she could be her own... Malenia is so hot, I agree. She could be, like, her own ruler, but the fact that she calls herself the Blade of Miquella, and she's kind of like Miquella's shadow, or like wolf. If we're talking about like wolf in the context of them being like a royal protector or like a royal knight, like wolf in Sekiro. I was talking about this a while ago. I talked about it in my Souls and Symbol video like a long ass time ago. But I was talking about how there's a dialogue in Sekiro that says that like a wolf's fang is its prosthesis or its prosthetic. So, like, Wolf in Sekiro doesn't have an arm, and his, like, combat is, like, heavily dependent on the fact that he has, like, all these ninjutsus that he can, and, like, kind of, like, ninja techniques that he can use with his, prosthetic arm. Oop. So, like, the fact that, you know, Malenia is kind of, like, Miquella's wolf in this sense is really cool. Yeah, the relationship between Miquella and Malenia is very wolf and Kuro coded to me. Same, 100%. I agree. FromSoft really likes the guardian wolf motifs. 100%. Like the Sif and Artorias relationship. Yeah. And it's cool that like wolves went from being quite literally like a wolf to being like a wolf humanoid to being like a human. Also, I'm totally just gonna like whiff all of this because I'm trying to like keep track of my train of thought while I talk to all y'all. Trying to juggle chat in and of itself. Also, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how there's an Omenborn down here at like an altar worshipping like a Crucible knot? Can we talk about that? I always felt like having the wolf armor set meant we will be someone's shadow in the game at some point. Yeah, I like how what's his name? Vargram. I keep wanting to call him like Vagrant. Vargram wanted to be the wolf for an Empyrean, but he like also uses the Glowmide Queen's sword when you invade him. So a lot of people speculate he wanted to be the Glowmide Queen's baleful shadow, which is like a pretty neat little tidbit. But anyway, yeah, there's like a lot of overlap with like the Formless Mother and the era of the Crucible and like the Crucible knot and all this other stuff. Vagrant from Dark Souls 1, Varmint. Yeah. The fact that he's the poster boy that the Tarnished wears, the Vagram's armor must have some significance, right? I know, right? I think so. I want to meet the Gex so bad. Me too. Or at least like see her fucking we're gonna go like see her dead body. Also, I totally stopped that sentence at like a really bad time. I was gonna say see her fucking dead, but like I just stopped at see her fucking. Apologies. You want to see her doing? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know where we're at anymore. Also, if any of you guys are wondering if I've seen a video, the answer is probably no. The answer is probably no. Outside of like the times that I've referenced Tarnished Archaeologist or other content creators, I actually don't watch lore videos too much. Especially since I started doing this full time. Like I don't. I think like I'll watch Vati's because like sometimes I'll help Vati revise like scripts and stuff, but like for the most part, I'm kind of like we're winging it out here by ourselves. I've noticed too, like I've been leaning a little bit more on my community, which is also new for me, which I'm really excited to be doing. But yeah, if I ever feel like I'm getting my ideas from somebody else, I usually cite them. Sorry, I'm going backwards now. I don't know. I really hope they give us no Gek and then just like, surprise, here's Velka. Yeah, right? Okay, so we fully have gone backwards. All right. Will you look up the reviews for tomorrow? Yes. So, I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to be on a podcast on the 4th. And we're going to explicitly be like what the podcast host wants to talk about is the footage. I think that some of the questions they also want to talk about are also like a bit difficult for me too, because I don't know if it's just me or if any of y'all are like this. There's stuff that we can speculate on. Like I said, like the Malenia stuff, or like I'm trying to think of other things that like there's room to speculate, like the primordial crucible. Like, what is it? I feel like there are things in the game that have like nuggets of information that give us like enough wiggle room to theory craft. But then I feel like there's some stuff in the game that's left so obtuse or like so leaves us so in the dark that I feel a little uncomfortable saying for sure certain things. So like for for example, like, some people will say, like, oh, was Radagon Marika always? Or, you know, I can kind of, like, talk about all of the evidence surrounding the mimicry stuff, but, like, I can't really say for certain anything because there's so little context in the game. Like, regarding Radagon. Or, like, when we were talking about... A lot of folks, like, will talk about, like, the Eternal Cities. Like, when were the Eternal Cities made? You know, like, very clearly during Marika's lifetime, but what does that even mean? Like, we know we have the Ul Palace, which, like, predates the Eternal Cities by, like, a significant amount. But, like, we don't know if the people who lived in the Ul Palace ruins... Sorry, I'm just gonna get fucking... decimated. We don't know if the people who lived in the Ul Palace ruins were Newman. Or, like, who they were. So it's difficult to say. Like, I think given some of the shit that's on the Ul Palace ruin... I'm gonna run. I don't have any healing items. I've been lost in this... Hold on, sorry. I, like, hate... I know this is you, Tanimura. I know this is you. Like, I know it deep in my heart and my soul. I know that this is some Dark Souls 2 shit. Like, it's just the... What's happening? I feel Tanimura in this game design, like, so hard. Oh, no, you're okay. What was it?
Something coming out of this?
Yeah, there was, like, a loud crunch noise.
I did the white noise.
You did a white noise kick out of the speaker.
I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. Oh yeah, the Chalice Dungeon moment. Okay. Did I open up the... I did. Alright, we're good. We're cooking. I'm fine. I need to find a Grace, though. This man has been chasing me my whole life. Oh my god. Alright. I don't believe there's any invisible walls in this dungeon, right? Yeah, there was Boogeyman. There was like 3 so far that we found. This room is fake, though. Yeah, it is a fake room. I hate these so much. Sorry, everybody. Trying to, like, carry on... God, this is... I need to change the title. Hold on. This is, like, lore run any %. I feel like answering your guys' questions. We have 700 people in here now. Like, having, like, 700 people, like, throwing questions at you while you're trying to, like, navigate these kinds of Chalice dungeons is its own kind of, like, personal hell, because I can't keep track of where I am, and I can't keep track of, like, who is talking. It's like, is this the one that repeats over and over and over again? Yes, and it's the one with the fake rooms. Change the title, like, Playing Alone, Don't Talk to Me. Okay, hold on. Welcome to hell, welcome to hell. Do you need a lore Q&A secretary for your streams? I feel like it, yeah. I feel like we really need to, like, get Nightbot plugged in with some, like I said, like, some of the more repetitive questions. What was I even talking about before? I was talking about, I don't fucking remember. Guys, raise your hand before asking questions. Guys, I'm almost a secretary, LMAO. Yeah, no, I mean, like, Spy and Shrimp and Teslobo and, like, Bree and all of y'all are, like, definitely my lore secretaries. Y'all are, like, the bulwark that keeps the depths at bay, for sure, but, like, also, there's only so much that, like, 4 or 5 people can do. And, like, when the chat starts moving fast, it's over. It's so over for everybody. I think a podcast. Oh yeah. Okay, so we were talking about the podcast and, like, speculation. EB says raising hand. God. So one of the questions that we're going to be getting into, or one of the things we're going to be getting into, is, like, when the Eternal Cities were made. And, like, it's the Eternal Cities are so difficult to talk about for me, because they put these dead bodies here. That's why. Oh my god, Tanimura. Is it Tanimura who worked on these? Spy, can you confirm or deny who the fuck worked on the non-legacy dungeons? Who the fuck worked on the labyrinths? The catacombs? Who the fuck worked on these? Get Lee on here to answer the lore questions while you play. Lee doesn't know jack shit about the lore. Respectfully, it has to be Tanimura Alameo. There's also a fake dead omen later. It's so funny. Fuck! It's the Chalice Dungeon guy, I assume. But Chalice Dungeons were procedurally generated. These don't feel procedurally generated. These feel like this feels like fucking Jigsaw made these. That's why we need Lee to answer lore questions. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me see. I think Lee's in the bathroom. If he comes out, I'll bug him. Okay, wait, did Spy respond yet? Spy, can you confirm or deny who the fuck made these? A German spy, paging a German spy, bathroom lore. Oh, I did. Okay, wait, what did you say? I can't find it. My understanding is that there's a team of level designers now. I don't know which team member was responsible for this dungeon, but I do know that it was based on a level from Super Mario Bros. That had a similar gimmick. Yeah, so like, maybe Lee's the only one who knows the origins of Radagon. We can either confirm or deny the presence of Tanimura here tonight. EB, I see your content. Okay, wait. Hi, Quaylog. Hi, everyone. Hello. So, whoever the fuck made this one, there's this one that repeats on itself, and then there's any of the ones that have the gladiator chariot thing that like runs you over. Any of the catacombs that have those features in it, y'all are sick. Whoever made these is sick in the head. Fucking sick. Heroes' graves. Yeah, any of the heroes' graves. You psychopath. You sick person. Whoever did it. Evil incarnate, yeah. There's lots of lore down here, though. I love it. Like, whoever was the level designer and, like, placed items and, like, placed the Omenborn, like, praying to, like, Crucible stuff and praying to the tree. Like, shout out. You guys are, like, helping me solidify my lore theories. At the same time, you sick fuck. You actual, like, sick human being. Like, what is this room? Where am I? Oh my god, root resin? Are you kidding me? Okay. Anyways, so what we were talking about before. Hey, Bon, what's up? Well, he amended it, at least before he got involved. Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Podcasts. All right, back on track with the podcast. Sorry for the chaotic vibes happening in the stream today. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What is the lore of the dead-end room with only root resin? This is a primordial matter of the Erd Tree, Teslobo. Get with it. It's all Crucible and like Omenborn themed shit in here on this day. Oh, sorry, that was a reply to someone else. My reply was, Tanimura is a co-director, so his involvement is at a higher level, and not so much directly with level design. Oh, okay. The only reason why I ask is because there's some Dark Souls 2 dungeons that, like, definitely, especially the one with the chariot in it, in Dark Souls 2, that, like, definitely give me those vibes. But that wasn't Tanimura, was it? That was Shibuya? Who was it? I don't even know anymore. It's a mental health break room. No, I mean, we go back and forth with the marionette helm. All right, so I think we're at a point that we haven't been to before. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, for sure. I see the resemblance too, but yeah, those dungeons were originally designed by Tomohiro Shibuya. Tanimura was brought on later to solve the mess that Shibuya made. Oh, okay. Is Shibuya still with FromSoft? He's looking at his dead homie, 100%. Okay, so back to what I was saying. This one is the Twin Peaks catacomb. I think that the Eternal Cities is weird because the architecture is, it's not like the most modern thing in the game. I would say the most modern architecture in the game is like Mount Gelmir. Whoa. We got a lot of like Baroque inspired stuff. We got chandeliers, like proper chandeliers in Mount Gelmir. And we got like really ornate stained glass, and we got like fireplaces, and we got like some Hungarian rooftops, which is like pretty rad. I love Mount Gelmir. There's a lot of like really wonderful stuff there. But the Carrion architecture and the Eternal Cities architecture is very similar in design in some ways. Like they have like buttresses, and they have kind of that like cathedral aesthetic going on with them. They're a little bit older than Mount Gelmir, but they're like more modern than a lot of the other structures, especially the Ul Palace ruins. The Ul Palace ruins are the oldest, one of the oldest places in the game. I would say Farum Azula has some, like Tarnished Archaeologist Clocked has some like Necropolis of Varna stuff, which the Necropolis of Varna predates a lot of these like locations, like the Mesopotamian locations that we were talking about that are like about 2000 BC, 3000 BC. I want to say the Necropolis of Varna is like, hold on one sec. Let me get into it. Okay, so Varna Necropolis is 4600 BC. So Farum Azula would be one of the like oldest structures in the game that would predate societies that have written word in agriculture. So yeah. Wait. The ruins near the teleport that bring you to the Halig Tree also seem to have that style. Halig Tree definitely has some like Hellenistic stuff. And some like, there's some Baroque and some more modern. I'm saying modern relative to like the Roman Empire. But yeah, What is everybody talking about? Some people are talking about Shrimp is talking about microplastics. Where are we? What are we doing? So what I'm trying to get at though, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that the Eternal Cities are weird because they're supposed to be ancient, but they're not. Like, they're relatively modern compared to, they're like almost as new as like parts of Leyndell, or they're a little bit newer than Leyndell in some ways. Like, some of the architecture is like, that I think there might just be some like I don't think the history allegories are one-to-one by any means, but yeah, I just think that like there's some weird shit going on there. There's some weird shit going on there. The albinorks are made out of microplastics. Okay. But yeah, so what I'm trying to the Eternal Cities breaks all anachronism. Yes. Like the Eternal Cities is just like the outlier. It's the weird one. Like all of the other cities and cultures on the above lands make so much sense. In terms of like which cultures were at war with each other, like what I was talking about with the DLC breakdown trailer, a lot of the Romans were like fighting Celtic groups, and that's represented in like the DLC trailer. We see a lot of folks from the Eurasian steppe and like the wandering caravans. We see like there's so much strong historical allegory happening in the base game, but then the Eternal Cities like breaks a lot. It breaks a lot, and so it feels they feel a little strange. The fact that they're eternal would insinuate they exist outside of everything else. Yes, but it's weird. It's like they're not so modern that they feel like incredibly out of place. Like, I think that maybe if we saw buildings that were more futuristic than Mount Gelmir, for example, like if we were starting to get into like, I don't know. Cooper. Wait, so wait, how does FromSoft create such insane depth in the lore? Are any other creators even close? So that has a lot to do, like I talk about iterative storytelling a lot on here, but like I think that's also like this is a very like gross generalization, so apologies about this like to begin with, because I hate generalizing like culture, but there are like a lot of like people in Japan that dedicate themselves to doing a particular craft or like a thing over and over and over again until mastery, and it doesn't necessarily matter. I think like in the States we have to like hop around from one thing to the other for a while, and there's not a lot of opportunity to like it actually like looks bad in certain industries if you stay in one place for too long. It shows that you're not being like ambitious and that you're not like a go-getter in some industries. But like I think that Miyazaki is doing a service to himself and his work by like tackling the same things and using the same visual language over and over and over again. One, because it like saves time during development when you're like rehashing old concepts, but like he's doing things over and over and over again until he gets to like his ideal, you know, until he gets to like his ideal point, or like until he feels like his ideas are actually like manifesting in the medium that he's like working with. Refinement, yeah. The cities may not be eternal, but this dungeon is. 100%. I have no fucking clue where to go from here. I always get lost here. This is it, y'all. It's over. I think you jump out a window at some point. Yeah, that's what I thought too. There's like a window that's over there, and I jumped out of it, but it just loops me back onto myself. Rainbow stones. Yeah, watch. Here. We'll do the rainbow stones. I hate it here. I love this dungeon, it's so evil. It really is. The first time I did it, I was like, I couldn't... Oh, wait. Okay. What's all, Doomer? What's all? What's up? Secret is the pillar. You have to go back down and then jump on the pillar. Okay. Just keep dropping down. Wait, what did somebody ask? Wait, Serial Graph asked a question. Things to do in the Landell catacombs, leave. I think I need to go backwards. Alright, that's the green room. We don't like it there. Okay, pillar. Going back up. Oh, shit. I fully, like, missed this turn. Well. Well. Oh, shit. I'm a dumbass. No, it's new. Okay. It's not over yet. Don't get complacent. Oh, wait. Oops. Okay. The real navigation hell begins here. Oh, fuck. I've already forgotten how much I hate this. Like, the fact that you have to navigate the sewers, which is already hellish, to then come to this catacomb feels... It is like a jigsaw saw trap, for sure, for sure. It's so fucked up. It's... We did it! We did it, y'all. Somewhere a heavy door is opened. Okay. Should I just teleport back? Okay. Hold on. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, finally hits Gamer Brine season. Good luck finding, or well done, good luck finding the boss arena. Oh god. Now find the boss. Yeah. Isn't there, okay. I'm actually gonna, I don't like these dogs very much, so I'm just gonna, Edgar is wild, or Esgar, sorry. Holy shit, he's cracked. Yay, we did it. And yeah, so that was a Moog loyalist priest. Oh, do you know of the Esker cheese? It's quite a funny interaction. No, I don't. The fuck? Why is that hollow back there? I've never noticed that before. Is that always? A Moog type enemy, yeah. Hey, Quailag, what's on your sweater? So this is a hoodie for one of Lee's, I guess, like, our